Imagine having to come from a long day of work. You're sitting there trying to admire the Christmas lights that your wife probably just put up, or maybe you put it up the previous day and now you have actual time to sit there and look at the work you created. So you're just admiring. But then you see a lady at your front porch that you never seen before. So you ask her, "Are you looking for somebody?" And she goes, "I don't believe you live here," and starts dashing off saying that somebody's chasing her. What the fuck do you do? What do you do?
Do you live here?
Yeah.
You do? I don't believe that.
What?
I don't believe that. Rory, come on. Rory, come on. Help! Help! Help!
This lady. This man was in disbelief. This man was in so much disbelief that she even said, "I don't believe you live here," that he had to say, "What?" And then she repeated herself, took her time out to repeat herself before running away. Ma'am, are you on something? Are you hallucinating? That's the only excuse. I just spit everywhere. My bad. That is the only excuse I want to hear. That you's hallucinating, you's on drugs. My bad, bro. Like, I will not be taking drugs again. Don't take away my kids. That's going to be clipped out of context. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about this white woman, okay? I'm talking about this white woman that seems to be over the edge for no reason. It's one thing to take a walk with your kids late at night and be aware of your surroundings. It's one thing to just be walking in a weird neighborhood you never been in before and be aware of your surroundings. That's a normal thing to do. Hell, one time I went to go get my lashes done for the first time at somebody's house, and I was aware of my surroundings. Even though it was 10 blocks down, it was still a weird neighborhood. I don't be there. I don't know what's happening there. So I had to be aware of my surroundings. And I saw this man in a car with his window down in front of the house that I had to go into. And he goes, "Are you looking for somebody?" Literally, quite like this man right here. And my first thought is he thinking I'm about to break into somebody's house or something? Or like, why is he asking me this question? And I'm like, oh, wait. He's probably on a lookout for a customer like me. Maybe his wife was like, "Hey, can you just stay downstairs? I don't know this customer. Just make sure I'm all right." Maybe he lives here. Duh. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm here for my lashes." He's like, "Oh, don't ring the bottom doorbell. Ring the top doorbell." And it was quite helpful because I was just standing there guessing because I didn't know which doorbell to ring. Like, I was about to call the Lash Tech lady. It's okay to be on edge, but sometimes you just gotta dial it back a little bit and actually think before you react to some dumb shit like this. Ma'am, if you're not on drugs, you need to go on drugs for your anxiety because this is not normal at all. We go on to the next clip.
Chased her.
She said somebody in a silver truck.
A gray truck, and he came around the corner, and I was in the street, and so I come up, and I just have my kids, and so I'm like, gonna pretend that I'm coming home, and so I pull up, and I start walking to your back gate, and he stops here, and he goes, "Are you looking for someone?" And I said, "Nope." And then he sat here, and I was like, "I need to get in."
Well, that's my husband. That's why he lives here.
Ma'am, you did not try to walk to her back gate. You ran. You ran to her back gate screaming, "Help! Help!
Help! Help! Help!
And then she just continues to go on with her lies and say that he never said that he lived there. When quite literally, she asks, "Do you live here?" And he goes, "Yes." And she goes, "I don't believe you." And he goes, "Huh? What?"
Do you live here?
Yeah.
You do? I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Like, she's not even listening to what she's saying and how he's responding. She's just reacting at this point. Has no street smarts. These are the type of people that would get you in trouble for no damn reason. Just because it's just something wrong up there. I'm guessing. I don't want to diagnose, but there's something psychologically wrong if it's not racism. And she's claiming it's not. So, ma'am, what is it? You need some pills, I think. There is something I researched in high school called hysteria, which is described as a state of extreme fear or panic that can be uncontrollable and overwhelming. This is said to have happened during the Salem witch trials, where everybody thought it was just a whole bunch of witches, when it was really the moldy bread that they were eating just causing mass hysteria. Maybe this lady ate some moldy bread. Anyways, moving on. Symptoms of hysteria: uncontrollable fear or panic, emotional excitability, disturbances of the disturbances of the psyche, sensory, vast motor, and visceral functions. Okay? Treatments of hysteria: pelvic massage, forcing women to, leeches on the abdomen. Oh, that's a new one. I didn't know that one. Marriage. Are you married, ma'am? If not, then you may have hysteria. Scent therapy. You might need some essential oils to, sniff up, okay? Rubbing ointments onto the external genitalia. Now, if you can't tell by now, hysteria was ruled out in the 1980s in the DSM as just being it's not a thing, okay? It's not a thing. But before that, it was a thing. And this is what people mean when they say she needs to get laid. They mean this because she's acting just as the symptoms say. And maybe she does need a pelvic massage. Maybe she does need a tighter knit marriage. Maybe she needs some leeches on her abdomen. I have no clue. Bring back hysteria diagnosis, because this lady, I'm playing because this is just an excuse to fucking violate women at this point. Because what do you mean pelvic massage? What the fuck does that even... Anyway, you might need some scent therapy, ma'am. You might need some anxiety medication. Education. You might need some anxiety education. You might need some anxiety medication. I don't know, but whatever this act is, it gotta go. Even the community was very confused as to why this lady acting that way. They issued out a letter stating, "Dear neighbors, it has come to our attention that actions of racist and judgmental nature occurred within the community late November, and the Jenkins family on Maple were the victims of this prejudice. With the Jenkins approval, many families have come together to support them and want to make it absolutely clear that such behavior is neither welcome or reflective of the values that this neighborhood stands for." I'm not going to read the rest because it's just repeating that it's not going to be tolerated, and that we ask that we all work together to ensure that our neighborhood remains a welcoming, safe, and supportive place for everyone. I need some people to understand that they are Black people who work high-end jobs. I believe this man is an architect for the same community he's living in. And they are not standing for that because your white ass wants to play victim for some odd reason. Weird. he's a valuable asset to this community, and that they're not standing for that. So kudos to them as a community coming together and saying, bitch, you're bugging. Get I hope she get kicked out. But anyways.
He lives here, so he came in and he said there's a lady screaming, and I'm like, that's...
She got all worried that
Scared the crap out of me.
How?
I'm so sorry.
How did he scare you, though?
It's the audacity to say, you scared me, when you're on his porch ringing his door. He is the one that should be scared, because why are you on my porch ringing my doorbell? I know for sure you don't know my wife. So why are you here? Interesting. You don't own this porch. I do. And when I said I do, you denied me credibility for my statement. That's weird.
I just seen her in the driveway and I was like, are you looking for somebody? Because I was pulling up out.
And I saw someone walking in our driveway, too, and I'm like, why is someone walking in our driveway?
That part kills me when the kid just walks out minding his damn business trying to play with the dog. He even walks out walking like his father with a little like sideways tilt, you know, just minding his damn business, not even knowing what is actually going down. The innocence of this family is like, kudos to them for handling the situation with grace. Like, I believe this man knows for a fact that things could have been escalated, especially in Ohio, open carry state. You never know who's carrying what. You don't know if that woman was carrying anything. If she's crazy, the way she was running down the block, she seemed crazy. Or she didn't know if that man was carrying anything. But her whole reaction is just beyond me. She escalated the situation while the man is just like, okay. And he goes right into his garage, which is embarrassing as hell, because if that wasn't his house, how does he have access to his garage? If you would have waited a couple seconds, you would have realized, oh, he actually does live here. Like, the profiling is beyond me. I live in New York City, where it's like a melting pot of a whole bunch of different cultures, people. So I never personally get this outright. It's always hidden prejudice or racism, but it's never outright like this. However, when I did move upstate for 2 years, oh my goodness, I wish I never moved up there, because it was so many issues prejudice wise that I'm just like, this caused so many issues. I would have rather stood in the projects on my lonesome with less issues than to be dealing with these people who are just, they a little bit crazy. Like, there should be a diagnosis. They took away hysteria, put in racism into there, because that's a diagnosis, okay? Okay. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you like this video, I have many other videos. I'm still trying to get to 500 followers by the end of February. Hopefully I'm able to do that with you guys' help. So like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell. And I'll be posting 2 days per week. I'm gonna try to, because I've been sick. I've been all that. But I am trying to. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.